On some things that we didn't have time to air, but thank goodness we have time to air this. This is from Xavier, our absolute, our round and pave line bracelet. It is $100 off. It is on Flex, $33.32. I have 50 for the whole entire country. So you have your choice of either the 6.5 inch or the 7.5 inch in size. But take a look at the detail. Take a look at the mill grain work. Take a look at the absolute, that large round stone. Then all of the beautiful marquee shaped. Do you see the way it just dances and catches the light? $33.32. And 360 degrees, you're getting all that detail. Security clasp, you are getting the actual box clasp with that security latch. So when it is on, it is secure. Really easy to take on and off. Here's the way that works. You just put that inside, and then you put the little latch over top, and then voila. You have sturdy, sturdy, sturdy. It's not going anywhere. And that is what you see. All of that, the look of beautiful, flawless, simulated, genuine looking diamonds. I mean, that's gorgeous.
That's a very good point. You're flawless. You know, if you talk about the 4 C's, right? The cut, the clarity, the color, and the carat weight of gemstones in general, not just diamonds, but you talk about the 2 biggest ones when it comes to diamonds. You talk about the clarity now and also the color. Now, color, just out of interest, is all the letters of the alphabet, or starting in the letter D, right? So this is, and then you talk about the clarity, meaning how few inclusions. Now this is simulated, I can appreciate that, but not all simulated gemstones or diamonds are created equal, and this is certainly the case when it comes to Xavier. So this is, you know, simulating that D-colored flawless diamond in a huge variation in that bracelet. I mean, one thing's for sure, is that when you get that D-colored flawless variation and well faceted, because if you don't have something that's well cut by the lapidary, you don't capture the magic of the light, because that's what makes the difference between a diamond and every other gemstone. Let's say it's got the look of a diamond, it's got the flash of a diamond, it's got the brilliance of a diamond. This is where you get, notice that, see how the white light from overhead goes into these gems, and these are white gems, but it's the refraction of light. So you see there's the one turns to the right-hand side, and you see those almost like little lasers of color coming through. That's the breaking down of white light. If we remember our science days, the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the indigo, the violet, the spectrum of light is broken down. It's because it goes in that hall of mirrors. It goes down into each of those gemstones, bounces back and forth, and then, hey presto, that's when you start to see, not all at the same time, but you start to see those rays of color that come out through it. And there's 3 primary reasons: the color, the clarity, and the cut that make that. If the cut is too shallow, you don't get the brilliance, the fire. If it's too deep, the same sort of concept. So this has to be, these are cut by master gem cutters. Even though these are simulated gemstones, the same care, the concern, the dedication, the time is taken with cutting these. Your flex pay, $33.32. You know, we've said it many times through the first couple of hours that we've been together, is that you may have looked at this and passed on it because at the time it just wasn't within the budget. Now, with $100 off, with flex pays available for everybody.
And 2 sizes. I'm
and
showing
2 sizes
you both
available.
sizes. So you have the 6.5 and the 7.5. All of the mill grain work, those large, round, absolute set stones. Then you have that beautiful pave line. It is such a stunning bracelet, and it's